What is up, YouTube? My name is Seebs, this is Soda, and this is our Slayer Drop Locked Group Iron Man series. This is a series based off Vanika's Slayer Drop Locked with a slightly different twist. Essentially, we're both locked to only using items dropped from Slayer monsters, but since it's a Slayer Drop Locked account, we can gain experience through other methods. For example, when we get an axe or pickaxe as a drop, we can train woodcutting and mining, but not keep the logs or received. And we can also trade items between each other as much as we want. There are a couple exceptions. We can also use items gained from random events, quests, player-owned house items, and marks of grace. Certain shops and services are allowed, like the Slayer shop, and accesses to services like the sawmill and leather tanner. Since we can't get certain items from Slayer that are required for certain tasks, some items are inevitable and have to be picked up. These are a rope and a light source for if we get the cave tasks early on, a shanty pass for desert tasks, climbing boots, and a saw for starting construction. If you're wondering why we chose Hardcore Ironman, it was more or less for fun and not seen as a realistic goal. I don't see this lasting too long and really isn't integral to the series. We're also allowing ourselves to pick up Marks of Grace because the Graceful outfit doesn't offer any combo bonuses, and we decided it was fine to be able to make stamina potions later on. And lastly, I chose the female character in case we needed to complete the recruitment drive quest so I didn't have to spend the 3k to change genders. I'm not sure if this is needed to unlock any Slayer monsters, but we'll find out. With all that being said, let's jump right in. Alright, so here we are, fresh off of Tutorial Island. You can see I dropped everything already. Inventory's empty, nothing equipped. See, stats are all base stats. And before we get started, I'm just going to talk to the range shooter, toggle the ammo to pick up to put it in the ammo slot automatically. And then after that, we're just headed to get our first task. You can see Soda's already started a little bit. And so I'll see you when we make it to Turio. Alright, so here we are at Turio. Quick way to get here, just go to the grouping tab, do birth of game room. So that's all I did. And now here we are getting our first task. We got to go through some dialogue with Turio first before we can get it. So just hang on. And we got rats. Good start. So now we're going to go to Remington actually and start the Witch's Potion quest because that uses rat tails. So I'll see you over there. Alright, so here you're on Remington. Talk to Hetty. Start Witch's Potion. Alright, and so there we go, we got it started. So now we're just gonna head over to Lumbridge and start killing some rats over there. Alright, so here we're at rats. So I think the general strategy is to flinch them. For those of you that don't know, you can trap mobs on a west tile. So he's west of this tree, and then stand on a south tile. And then all you have to do is hit him, and then run back, or walk back. And just kind of rinse and repeat that. So you wait till the health bar goes away. And then, so we're just gonna do this. We're gonna start with an accurate attack style, because for those of you that don't know, this also gives an invisible +3 to your attack bonus. Alright, well flinching, haven't even killed one yet. We got our first Quizmasters. Let's go start this. And so, things we want from Quizmasters, we definitely want the mystery box. So we want, I think it's, you can get a steel plate body and or a mithril scimitar. Obviously we'd want the steel baguette, but I don't think that's as a high priority right now. Alright, here we're done, and moment of truth. 500 coins, so actually pretty good. Need some starting cash to start out with, so that'll help in the long run, but right now I can't do too much with it since we can't buy much from the stores or anything. So we'll just keep chugging on. Alright, there we go, there's the first kill. I'll always show this one since it's the first one. It's kind of historic. The rest of them I'll just kind of keep going until I get some levels. Alright, there we go. We got level 2 attack. I want to take a quick second to kind of explain why I'm flinching and not just, attacking sand crabs or chickens, since I'm Slayer drop locked and I can actually do that. I didn't really want to start out kind of doing that. It seemed kind of a little like cheesy to me. Actually, it's kind of ironic though, because my partner Soda is actually doing it. So yeah, I just didn't want to do that until maybe later levels if I run into some hard tasks or something. Another question, Soda said do the museum quiz, but we actually don't want to do that at the lower levels because that gives us an increased chance to get cave crawlers like sooner. So we don't want to do that because these guys are going to suck if we get them early on because they poison and their poison deals 8 poison damage. And that'd probably be the end of our hardcore, even though this probably won't last for too long. Alright, new strategy. So I think we're going to keep boxing them until we get to somewhat lower health, around 4 or 3. And there's attack level 3 though. So yeah, I'm just going to keep doing this, and then once I get to low health, I'll start flinching them again, wait for myself to get back up, and then just kind of rinse and repeat. Alright, here we're coming up on level 4 attack. And level 5 attack. Alright, and there we have level 2 Slayer. Alright, and there's 6 attack. I think I'm going to go to him about level 10 or so. Because it actually gets me about 3% more accuracy for attack level. And then I'll start doing strength. If you're using Runelite, you can actually use the max hit plugin up here. And then if you highlight your mouse over it, it can tell you what your next max hit's at. So for me, it'll be, if I'm using attack, it'll be 6 strength levels. But if I were to switch to kick for aggressive to get strength XP, kick actually gives an invisible +3 strength bonus. So you can see here I'd get in 3 strength levels, so level 4, but we're just keep going till around 10 attack. Alright, and then we have our first hit points level. So up to level 11. Here's where our combat's at right now, 5.275. 11 more rats, and then in between kills, I just killed one of the level 1 rats to get the rat's tail for the witch's potion. Alright, and then shortly after the hit points, we got level 7 attack. Alright, here's our first Giles random event. Had to run away from the rat for a second there. So let's see what we get. Alright, 480 coins. We can actually buy the Spiny Helm now. I think it costs 650 coins. So once we're done with this task, we'll go to the Slayer shop and get that as our first item. Alright, and 8 attack. Alright, and there's our last kill. Task. And we're going to head back to Turiel. So after that, all said and done, got a hit points level, attack level 8, Slayer level 2. So I'll see you at Turiel. So we literally just got back to Turiel, and here's our first Beekeeper event. So we'll go do that real quick. Alright, all done, and Beekeeper top. Alright, so here's a little display about our chance of what we can get. So it looks like we have cows, goblins, rats, monkeys, or spiders. I think I would pretty much want anything at this point. Goblins would be nice for the armor and weapons upgrades, so let's see what we get. And birds, so probably gonna go to Lumbridge and do chickens, so I'll see you there. And almost forgot the almost forgot to buy the Spiny Helm, so let's get that real quick. The reason I didn't get this immediately after getting the money for it was because it actually requires 5 defense, and I couldn't have gotten it with the remaining rats on my task. So I think we're gonna go to chickens, and then if we get 5 defense from there, then we'll throw it on. Alright, coming in here pretty quick, should be 9 attack. I think we're gonna get to level 10 attack before we start hitting the defense. If I can actually hit this chicken. Alright, there we go, 9 attack. And this task should go a lot faster than the rats since we don't have to flinch the chickens. So I will see you at the next level. Alright, kind of awkward in that last clip because I hit level 3 Slayer right as I was ending it. But yeah, so we're 3 Slayer now. And looks like we have just 10 more chickens till we get level 10 attack, and then we can start defense. All right, any second now, and we should get, all right, there's 10 attack, time for defense. And coming in with 2 defense. All right, there's 3 defense, and we just got 12 hit points as well. Level 4 Slayer. 4 defense. All right, there we go. 5 defense. Can now wear the Spiny Helm. All right, and that was our last chicken to complete our second task. So head back to tutorial and get a new one. So I'll see you there. All right, so we're back at tutorial. Here's the new task chance. This looks like since the last one, we got an addition of dwarves, minotaurs, and scorpions. So our next task is minotaurs. All right, hopefully we can get a weapon off of this. See you there. All right, quick pit stop to cook some meat because not sure how well I'm going to fare against the minotaurs. And that makes 10 cooking. All right, and very first job, we get the bronze dagger. So go ahead and equip that. I think since I'm not that close to a bank, I'm just going to bury these bones instead of banking them. Oops, bury them. But yeah, so that was the first kill. They're kind of hitting me around, so I'm kind of flinching. I'm using these little pylon things right here. But you know, hopefully with the bronze dagger, it'll be a little bit better. All right, just missed it, but we hit level 2 strength. I think from now on, I'm just gonna do like every 5 or so levels, so it's not as annoying for these levels to go by so quick. All right, here's our first mysterious little man, and it's a mime show. So I'll see you when I'm done with this. All right, it looks like we get the mine boobs and the mine top. All right, just got a bronze spear. Just got an evil bob random. I'll be back when it's complete. All right, all done, and we get 4 rubies. All right, not bad. All right, and we just finished the Minotaur's task. A couple things you might have noticed since the last clip is that we did end up losing the hardcore status, so they got cave crawlers, and that was just pretty much inevitable because those deal poison. You pretty much die every single time. A couple other things, we got 2 tin ore, 2 more bronze spears, and we also got some iron arrows during the task. So a couple upgrades. Can't use the iron arrows yet since we don't have a bow, but once we get it, we'll have some arrows to use. So back to Turiel. All right, here we are back at Turiel. Forgot to mention we got a couple more levels. We got a couple strength levels, a defense, and an attack level. So at our current stats, here's our new task chance. And so it looks like everything is the same, but I think we got the addition of zombies as a potential role. So let's see what we get. And monkeys. So I'll go see you at Brimhaven. Alright, there's the last kill of the monkey task. Buried all the bones since again wasn't near a bank and kept one for the quest line for Monkey Madness. So we'll go get a new task tutorial. So here are our stats after the monkey's task. A strength level, then used defensive stance to get defense up to level 10. And then we also got Slayer to level 7, which unlocks cave bugs. So here is our new task chance. So pretty much everything's the same except for the addition of cave bugs. So let's see what we get. Alright, dwarves. So we have a chance of getting some bars, ores, and a pickaxe. So I'll see you there. Alright, here's our first sergeant random event. So we'll see what we get when I'm done. Alright, looks like we got the camo top. And in between clips, we also got a couple more stuff. Rolled the gem table. And got a bronze pickaxe and some bolts. Alright, just got a beginner clue scrolls. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, so Charlie the Tramp. So probably not, but let's go find out. Alright, so it was a pike task, so I couldn't do it. So unfortunately got to drop it. And back to the dwarves. Alright, that finishes up the dwarven task. And we actually end with the bronze battle axe, which I think is my new best in slot weapon. Here's the total loot for the task. Ended up getting an iron bar and the hammer. So now we can start smithing once we get bronze bars. And then nothing else is pretty new. I got a couple more bronze pickaxes, but now we're just heading back to tutorial for a new task. All right, so on the way we got a grave task from Leo. So we'll do this real quick and see what we get. All right, and that's the graves complete. So we'll see what we get. Zombie gloves and zombie trousers. All right. Back at Turio, here are our current stats after the dwarves task. We got a couple levels in hit points, attack, strength, defense, and slayer. We did visit Cristelia afterwards because we completed 5 tasks and could get a task from her, but we ended up getting ice giants. And so that would have been way too difficult. So I went to Turiel and reset that, and we got cow fights this time. But I think I'm going to end the episode off there. So here's a quick summary of the results of episode 1. We gained 60 levels total and got some minor gear upgrades, being the Spiny Helm and Bronze Battle Axe. Let me know in the comments if you'd rather see just significant milestones like gear upgrades and less minor content that I kind of did this episode. I think it would be a little bit more interesting if I did it that way, but if you have any opinions, let me know. This was my first ever RuneScape video, so any other feedback is greatly appreciated. So just leave any comments in the comments section on what you think I can do to improve. A quick plug for Soda. He is also doing a series on YouTube, so his channel will be in the description if you want to go check that out. And then also feel free to join Vanica's Discord, link in description, and join the chat channel Scape Slayer in-game if you want to talk to me and Soda while we're playing. Thank you for watching, and if you like, please like and subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next episode.